Hello guys, and welcome to the very first episode of TCG Topic, where I talk about a random topic related to the Pokemon trading card game. I am giving this series a try, so if you enjoy it, please rate a thumbs up to let me know that you like it and want me to continue. So for the very first episode, I have chosen a very interesting topic in which people have been wondering for a very long time. And the topic is the maximum damage output a Pokemon can inflict on a defending Pokemon during a match. Hope you guys enjoy it. Now, this may not be the biggest damage output. What I mean by that is, I could be wrong. There may be something I missed, like if I add this, I could get, 10 extra damage. Or I can add this, add that, anything that would increase the damage. But after hours and hours of gruesome hard work, I have finally found a solution. But like I said, I could be wrong, and if I am, please leave a comment telling me that I've wasted 6 hours of my life, because life is too short. So what is the maximum damage output? Well, the answer relies on two cards that work together to create a massive damage output. The first card is Rayquaza EX from Dragons Exalted. Rayquaza is weak to Rayquaza, so that is one important key in pulling off this stunt. With Rayquaza's Dragon Burst attack costing 1 fire energy and 1 lightning energy, you can either discard all the fires or all the lightning, and it does 60 damage times the number of energy cards you discard. So by having 1 fire attached to Rayquaza and 55 lightning energy, you will be dealing a whoopee 2,940 points of damage. However, with the × 2 weakness for Rayquaza, or any other dragon Pokemon out there, you'll be dealing 2 times the damage, which is 5,880, and that's a lot. It's a lot, but it's not enough. If you put in Vileplume from Boundaries Crossed, you've got yourself even more damage. Let's take a look. Vileplume has an ability called Allergy Panic. It says, apply weakness for each Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, as time 4 instead. So instead of the usual × 2 weakness for a Pokemon, you've now got yourselves 4 times the power. Pretty impressive. And with that being said, let's take a look at a deck list. Assuming that your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon that's weak to Dragon, and your 6 prize cards are all lightning energy, then this will work perfectly. When you draw the last card of your deck, you will have 49 energy cards attached to Rayquaza, and that's when you Dragon Burst, discarding all the lightning for a ton of damage. We have 1 Rayquaza EX. I forgot to write EX when I was making the deck list, but it's fine. We have 1 Rayquaza EX for the massive attack, a 1/1/1 line of Vileplume. What you can also do is have a 1 Oddish, 1 Vileplume line with 1 rare candy. Either way works. 55 lightning energy to discard at the end for the massive attack, and 1 fire energy to fulfill the other energy requirement. So with all that done and said, it's time to do the math. So we have 2,940, which is the base damage for discarding 49 energies × 60, × 4 because of allergy pollen, equals 11,760 points of damage. Wow. That's a lot. Yeah, I know, totally not what you expected, right? So 11,760 is what I think is the maximum damage output a Pokemon could deal to an opposing Pokemon in this format. But the next set of Plasma Freeze comes out soon, and maybe they'll have more cards to add to make the damage even more. But of course, we'll have to wait until then to find out. So that pretty much wraps up the first episode of TCG Topic. If you enjoyed it, please rate, comment, and subscribe so I can continue making this series for you guys. So for all of you, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. See you guys later!